All right, so I'm ready to go. So how's it looking over there? Good. So let's just start off with introductions. Going from my man here, Don. What is it again?
Baby Dott, D-O-T-T.
Baby Dott. And
D-O-T-T.
then we'll have Munchie, and then we'll have
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Baby Dott, Munchie, Red Bull. So let's start off with the intros. Go for it.
What's the deal, man? Baby Dott from ILG, 92nd Street.
Munchie B, Inglewood Family Gangsters. Red Bull, non-deuce Inglewood family.
Okay, so everybody here is from IF, basically.
Yeah, non-deuce. Yeah.
9 deuce, you got the 9 deuce, you got the 7 sevens, you got the 9 foes, you
And
got,
the
I'm
8-0s.
missing one more.
8-0.
And the 8 O's, right?
Yeah,
Basically
CPF.
those 4.
Yeah,
CPF, big photo, big site.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, let's just talk about the neighborhood Inglewood. Inglewood is known for bloods, even though there's some Crips on the west side of Inglewood, but it's pretty much known for a bunch of blood neighborhoods.
Oh yeah, this is a predominantly blood city. You know what I mean? It's a few Crip sets, but they Hawthorne Gardena basically. The only ones probably lingering around, probably the legends, but not so much though. But it's a blood city though.
And what's it like growing up in the eye?
Oh, it's
Man,
cool.
treacherous.
Sports City gang bang, straight up.
Cool. These my brothers. You know,
Yeah.
we on 6th Avenue, Bravado, Warren Lane. The school don't
Man,
exist no
it
more, but
should.
we all started up at Warren Lane. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this school over here to my
Right
left,
here,
to your
yeah.
right, that's the elementary school that most of y'all went to?
Yeah,
Elementary
most
and
nine,
middle
those-
school.
I didn't go there, but
Yeah.
most of the homies went there though.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
K through
born and
eight.
raised right there.
Okay, wait up, I'm hearing the phone ringing.
Yeah, right here.
Can we get them on silent?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask that question again. All right, so what's the name of the school over here, and tell me who attended it?
I attended Warren Lane early on in elementary, and then ended up switching schools. But for the most part, the homies all go to Warren Lane. The 9 deuce homies though,
Fifth
K
grade
through
through
8.
8th grade. I went there fifth through 8th.
That's where it all started for a lot of us.
Now, elementary school goes up to the 5th grade, so that's 11 years old?
11 years
13,
old.
yeah,
So
10,
for-
7,
to the
yeah.
Now,
11?
this particular school went from K through 8 though.
This
Oh.
K through 8th, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of gang culture as part of the school population with those higher grades.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
where it all started.
Right there in the park after school, Inglewood Jets.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
basketball
Darby
at Darby
Park.
Park. Right across Crenshaw. You walk from here, go to the after school program at the park, play football. That's where it all started.
Do you guys know the history of IF and how far back it goes?
Oh yeah,
most
yeah,
definitely.
it go way back to the chain game. Before it's Inglewood Family, it's
That
called the
part.
chain gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back,
Petey Whack.
Early
back,
70s,
you know, when they had
yeah, early 70s.
the green jackets, the hunters was called the green jackets, and you know the brims already established though. But you know, yeah, before Inglewood Family, just called the chain gang.
All right, so let's start off talking about what happened to you, Munchie, in terms of getting shot and losing your vision. Can you take us through that day or night and what happened?
Oh yeah, that particular day, I was I had to go handle some business at IPD station where they done fucked up my car and had my seats all detached and shit. So I wanted to go make a complaint on them. So breezing back, I'm about to head back towards the east where moms was staying at the time, driving down Imperial. Somebody put up on the side of my car and let off a gang of shots. You know what I mean? So I ended up taking a shot to the head. They called the paramedics, ended up getting me to Harbor General. You know what I mean? They was like, oh yeah, he gonna make it or whatever. And shit, but unfortunately I ended up losing my sight though. But I bounced back. I was out the hospital like a week later though.
And did you ever get the details or the specifics of what happened? Convertible coming down the street.
You
know that
heard
car?
what you said?
Yeah, I heard that. But you know, I ain't had no real details. You know what I mean? You know, you hear a little stuff though, but you know, when you one of the ones, everybody want to take credit though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, you can't. Then you know how social media is. You know what I mean? You can't let social media make your mind up for you.
So when did this happen, and what street was you going down?
This was August 23rd, 2012. I ain't gonna never forget. I was on Imperial like what? San Pedro, something like that. Yup.
And do you think you was targeted, or maybe mistaken identity?
I think I was targeted.
He was ID.
I was targeted, but you know, in the way I move, I don't never roll my windows down. You know what I mean? And I got tents. If I want some air, I turn the air conditioner on. You know what I mean? Because I carry my kids in that car, so I took the right precautions, but evidently not enough. Somebody ID me, you know what I mean?
Everybody said they did it.
So what was when did you realize your sight was impaired, and how did you get that news?
Shit, when I realized it, when I woke up, you know what I mean? I thought maybe like my eyelids just closed or whatever, it's gonna blow over, whatever, they gotta handle their business. But when I regained consciousness and all that, they told me that or whatever. But you know, I was just blessed to be here though, so I wasn't tripping as long as my dick worked, you know what I mean? That's what I was tripping off of. I could carry on with anything else, but as long as my, you know what I mean?
There must be a little level of, I've interviewed a lot of paraplegics that have been paralyzed. You're the first person blind that I ever interviewed, but a lot of the paraplegics go through a level of depression when they're first recovering. Did you go through any of those ups and downs emotionally?
Nah, not no depression. It was more like trying to transition, you know what I mean, and adapt. But it wasn't. I wouldn't call it no depression.
No, it's been a party ever since.
You think that
Love,
it's a little
garbing up all the time.
You think that machismo and a lot of young black men is too much to admit to depression? Because I think we all go through it, no matter if you're a gangster, you know, a family person, you know.
Them 6-month lockdowns in a pen, that's about it. Not on the street. You can't be depressed on the street.
You free, man.
It was a hard pill to swallow though. You know what I mean? It ain't easy, but I wouldn't call it depression. I got a cool support system. You know what I mean? And then, you know, and it's normal program. I still do the same shit I do. Nigga rap. I got music going on. You know what I mean? The bitches they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
They might be jocking harder.
The homies. Everybody ain't too much change, but you know, a lot did change though. Niggas had to adapt.
So do you think that the doctors did everything they can do for you when you went through those injuries?
Yeah, pretty much. You just gotta let science catch up to itself. You know what I mean?
Now, what was the specific injury that you sustained from those from the bullet?
When I got shot in the temple. So it went through and it cut the optic nerve. You know, the nerve go from the back of your eyeball to your brain. You know what I mean? And those one of the nerves that don't grow back.
Put that plate in there too, huh?
You know what I mean? So I got shot in there. I got a plate across my forehead. You know what I'm saying? So they did a little extra surgery and all that shit.
So you had a bullet actually go through your brain and rupture the optic nerve?
It didn't hit the brain. It went through like my temple. You know, it traveled, do funny movements, and then, you know, everything. It chopped all them cords from behind my eyeball.
So then that means that down the line, I don't know if you're familiar with stem cell research.
Yeah.
But I think down the line, I don't know how many years, but they might be able to regenerate that nerve.
That's why I said you gotta let science catch up with itself.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about any of that? The doctors talk to you about that?
I did my own research though, you know what I mean? But I don't keep looking back into it though. You know what I mean? That's like, you stress yourself out with that shit. I just, when the time comes, you know what I'm saying, nigga handle it.
Now, how do you function with using, like, I'm texting you, I'm assuming maybe somebody's actually answering your text, or do you have a special phone? How do you respond?
I got this expensive ass iPhone, you know, I text, social networks and all that shit, throw it on voiceover and just keep it pushing.
Voice command.
Okay, so the voice command it helps you communicate.
Yeah, voiceover.
Let me wait for this plane.
Yeah, you know, we next to the airport.
Got that fly zone.
That flyway. Fly shit over.
We ain't got to worry about the helicopters though, LAPD choppers though, because we in that fly zone.
Oh, is that right? The police helicopters?
They can't come over here.
Nah, we in the
can't
fly
come right
zone.
here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So let's say
We in luck.
Wait. So we're on. This is 6th Ave right now, right?
Yeah.
If something happened right here on this dead end, on this cul-de-sac, they can't send the chopper
Nope.
right over
You only
here.
gonna see squad cars.
You gonna see some dogs or some, you know what I'm
See
saying?
dogs and squad
You
cars.
gonna see them little bitches they got, and you gonna see some cars. You know what I mean? Ain't no helicopters
choppers.
coming though.
So to a certain degree, it's kind of like an advantage, multiple reasons. Like the residents don't have to hear with helicopter noise, although they got to deal with planes flying over
Exactly.
every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes.
But
Some part, the other side of Inglewood that's close to the airport though, they soundproofed a lot of that shit though.
Did they?
Yeah, towards the north.
They tried to soundproof some of ours, but they didn't.
So let me ask you, how has it changed you when you got out the hospital? It's been, you said 2012, right?
Yeah,
So it's been almost 4 years. No, it was August 2012. No.
August 2012.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's been 4 years. What has changed the most in your life, losing your vision?
Shit, mobility, getting up to go when I want to, you know what I mean? Hopping in the whip and just getting on. And shit.
You gotta work.
I ain't got shit. Nigga want to work. Nigga want cash, but then now it's more so a hustling thing than, you know what I'm saying, getting up and getting a job. That's what I'm left with. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me just take a quick moment. You guys been like inching closer to the camera every time. So just back up just like 2 or 3 inches.
Okay.
So
We've been getting closer.
Yeah, y'all been moving closer. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Right.
That's perfect. So you can never work, and how was that like trying to get money?
Oh, I make it work. And I ain't trying to say no super low incriminating, but I make it work and get a little assistance or whatever. You know what I mean?
We've been hustling before this shit though.
Yeah, but even just hustling in the streets, doing whatever you're doing, not having your vision still makes the street hustle difficult, right?
No, not really though. But once you've been doing it beforehand, you good though. That's like I've been stubbing this block forever. I can maneuver around this motherfucker. I know it like the back of my hand.
So what was it like in the hospital when your family came dealing with you, laying there, and I'm sure you had crazy bandages all over your head and.
Yeah, when I first got shot, my head was big as a pumpkin. You know what I mean? But it went down in a cool little timely fashion or whatever. But I had a good gang of visitors showing support. At first, it was locked down. You know what I mean? You know, I grew up with Joe Moses. He slid through, but he turned away because it was locked down and shit. So it was a packed scene. A visiting room full of homies and homegirls and family members. But you know, yeah, it was sad for moms, of course. But you know.
So everybody was there trying to wish you well, I'm assuming, and praying for you, and probably crying, and it was just probably a chaotic scene.
Yeah. Yup.
And how long were you in the hospital?
I wasn't in there long. I was in there probably like a week.
They're trying to get people out of that hospital quick, huh?
Yeah, but you know, you sit in them hospitals, you ain't doing nothing but collecting bacteria and staph and all that shit, so you better off healing at home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
what kind of medication did they have you on for that type of injury?
I was on that Michael Jackson shit, that Propofol.
Propofol.
Yeah, that, you know what I mean? That shit Michael Jackson was messing with.
Propofol.
That's a anesthesia, put you up under or whatever.
It's supposed to put you in a deep sleep.
Yeah, I was on that, and you know, that's kind of like, I don't know how you function off them type of drugs though. I kind of understand how you come up with Ever Neverland now, because I was kind of like hallucinating, you know what I mean?
So talk about that deep sleep when you're on that propofol. What does it put you through? What is it like?
I was thinking shit occurred that didn't really occur though, you know what I mean? My mom had came to visit me, and I was telling the doctors, like, you know what I'm saying, my mom lives in Missouri. So they go back like, oh, well, he say, you know what I'm saying? My mom like, nah, I'm from Missouri. Let me in there, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, damn, Pops came, I'm turning away visits and all that shit, but it was the medication though, you know what I mean? Winging me off the medication and had me acting kind of, you know.
Now I'd like to hear from the two homies. Did you know Munchie when he got shot, and what was that like for y'all?
I was actually in prison.
Me too, like I was in
Both of you guys were in prison.
Yeah. I got the news the next day though.
Yeah, I got out 2 weeks after. He was already home.
Shit, I known him every time he got shot.
I've been shot on 5 different occasions.
5 different occasions?
Yeah.
How many total bullet wounds have you suffered on those 5 occasions?
Damn, I don't know. I ain't never tried to count that shit, but it's probably like
At least 10, at least a dime.
like 9.
And what was other than losing your vision, what was the next worst injury you sustained from a gunshot?
Oh shit, I was in Hollywood on Halloween one year. I can't really.
that night too.
You was there?
Yeah, I was there that
Yeah,
night.
yeah. I think that was like 2010. And I got shot on Hollywood in Cahuenga, and I got shot on my side in my arm. But you know, they did exploratory surgery and got the zipper and shit. Had me on a walker all hunched over and all that shit. So that shit was pretty bad.
So you got shot in the arm, but did the bullet enter your stomach area?
No, I got shot on the side of the stomach and in the arm on that time.
Shit, every time we lady in bed.
And what was that all about?
Oh man, Hollywood, on Halloween, it's a gang of hoods out
There
there.
you go, but
That wasn't
LA
even no
gangs
super,
up
there,
like,
I mean.
super direct enemies either. Shit.
Yeah, my boy Lil Sody went to jail that night, you know what I'm saying, for some shit he didn't do. It was a gang of
There
festivities.
was a gang of shit going on that night. A lot of people went to jail. A lot of people got shot. He wasn't the only one got shot that night. There was a few people got shot.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, all three of you guys, you've been telling me, I've been hearing these stories, and it almost would, for some people, inspire them or encourage them to try to fall back and maybe find a different lane than the gang lane.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
Wait.
Wait. Don't wait. Let's play to pass, and then you can answer. This is a good question.
Got your
I'll
answer.
ask you again, too.
Right.
So with all the drama, all the injury and pain that you guys have just witnessed in the last 4, 5, 6 years, has any of that served as an inspiration or encouragement to probably get in another lane outside of being in the gang lane representing Inglewood family?
No, I know a lot of shit I've been through. It's a testimony, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind getting into hollering at the younger kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying, letting them know the pros and cons, and shit ain't what it's cracked up to be, you know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't.
Females like the bad boys and all that shit, but that ain't, you know what I'm saying, that ain't what it is, because you'll end up doing time and that door won't ever open up again, you know what I'm saying? You get shot, you know what I'm saying, then that casket ain't gonna never open up again, so it ain't all what it's cracked up to be, and I don't pressure people that got shit going on to get put on Inglewood family. If you good in sports, you know what I mean, they gonna let you do your thing, or you headed towards college, you gonna let you know what I'm saying, pursue that. But you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't want to drag nobody backwards though. But you know, we been already involved with this for a minute though, you know what I mean?
As far as changing directions, this shit like a drug. It's addictive. You feel me? As far as changing directions, it's like a lot of us want to do different shit, but it's hard to get in that lane. It's not that easy when you got a background. You've been in jail, a gang of times, probation, all this type of shit. So it's a little bit more difficult for a person who don't gang bang. You feel me? But for us, you know, at times we want to do different shit. Like me, I want to do different shit. I don't want to do this forever. You feel me? I want to do different shit, but at the same time, it's harder to transition into that when you already got a background as far as felonies and that type of shit. You feel me?
It's like blood in, blood out. I came in, I ain't going out. Straight up. But the way the
This shit
system
forever,
is
though.
now, this system is it's corrupt. We got homies in jail for life for something they really didn't do.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
real.
and they just got them for they pass and he say, she say.
He said she was snitching, basically.
They giving people life sentences off of he say, she say. I could have fucked her best friend. She come to court on me and tell a whole lie and put me in jail forever.
Over animosity.
So yeah, in addition to the street, the violence on the street, you run the risk, even being innocent, of IPD or LAPD
Oh, yeah.
putting a case on you.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you-
look,
your reputation is your curse sometimes, you know what I mean? You could have been getting cracking for about 5 years straight and been cool for 2, and then they come and get you for some shit because you know you got a reputation. You know what I mean? I done fell a victim of that a couple times, and they came and picked me up for something I done had nothing to do with, or nothing I don't know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's you wanted to talk about the blood on blood conflict going on in Inglewood. I know Queen Street's one. You got the Denver Lanes. You got the Swans. There's too much blood on blood conflict going on. When I was coming up, you ain't never heard of a blood. Well, you heard bloods would fight each other, but they would not turn into a rivalry.
Right.
Whereas since like maybe the late 90s, early 2000s, there's about a half a dozen blood on blood fighting.
It is.
I think it's like the air, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
We got
I mean, a lot of that, as far as I can see, since I've been home, because I ain't been home that long, but since I've been home, it's kind of dying down as far as like the blood on blood violence. It ain't really been like that much of that shit going on like that. You feel me?
But it's a gang of little rivalries, you know, Pablos and the Villains,
Yeah.
the Swans and
for
the
real.
Bebops, us in the
Oh,
Lanes,
yeah.
us in the Queen Streets. But you know what I mean? As far as us in the Queen Streets, I went to school with a lot of them. When I used to leave Project Hope, go over there, me and my nigga Booyah be chopping it up, hanging out and shit. Then I head to the house. So you know, Queen Street, those old friends and shit. I don't really care to go back and forth with them niggas like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it ain't really been done recently, so you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it stay that way though. But as far as them boys on Fig, Lanes, and maybe time to heal. You know what I mean? They way in LA anyway.
Yeah, hopefully.
Who got gas to go way over there? Fuck 'em.
I remember the first guy over there to catch one was a KO, I believe.
KS?
KS, I'm sorry, yeah, KS.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was January 2013. Ever since that, it's really been turned up, right?
Yeah, but it didn't die down. Maybe some homies in the county squabbling up and all that, but it ain't really.
I mean,
been
in prison, it's a different story. It's more unity in prison, but from what I've been hearing in jail, in the county jail, it's still popping.
Yeah, it's
still popping in the county.
Now, when you mentioned Queen Street, I just thought of another Inglewood interview I did with Bosco. Yeah. You know, he's on social media. He's doing this rap thing. Anything you want to say about him or any relations you got with them?
I know Bosco. I know Bosco. I know him for a minute and shit. He was in my cousin's wedding. Matter of fact, William, we got a good report. I mean, he do a gang of little funny shit on Instagram and all that little shit. But yeah, man, we got an all right report though.
I'm waiting for this plan again. And then it makes me think about, man, a few years ago, there was a lot of Inglewood stories that was just major. The one with,
like which one?
Well, first it was
We know them all.
Blood from Neighborhood Pyro, supposed to get into it with Game at the Fox Hills Mall.
Rosemoe.
Rosemoe. Then Rosemoe gets clipped off of Manchester, right?
I don't know what
I
street.
thought
What
that
street
was. I thought it was Florence, like
Florence, when he was in his little BMW.
Yeah.
Then Bosco gets arrested for it, but then really has nothing to do with it. I mean, it was like Inglewood story after Inglewood story. Anything you can say about any of those incidences a few years ago?
I mean, shit. As far as Rosemoe in the game, I mean, I hear it's true that he knocked him. I don't know. I wasn't there in the flesh. So I can go off what I hear.
Supposedly he was on camera. I never seen it personally, but supposedly he was on camera coming out the Fox Hills Mall. I guess him and
Game was walking in.
yeah,
with
Game.
his son
I guess Game went in with his son, and him and Ice Burger, that was the homie from Neighborhood Power. They had an altercation, supposedly, to my knowledge, over the internet, Twitter or something, and it, it led to the streets as usual. If you a real nigga, and then they happened to run into each other on the rebound inside the mall, and supposedly, Game was on his turned up tip, Game of Pablo too. So they got into it, and it was a fight, and supposedly Game was knocked out. I'm not really sure. I didn't see it myself.
Yeah, that last part of the story is the part that doesn't seem like if we could prove that part.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposedly it was on World Star, one of them social networks, but I never seen it. I was in prison when all that shit happened. I was in jail.
I never looked for it. I didn't even care.
But if that video was online, it would be viral.
True.
Right?
True.
That's how
But
it's gonna
look,
be
I guess you can go on and take it off because there's some shit that been recorded with the
If
homies
I had the
that's
money,
been taken
if I
off
had the
before.
money that Game had, that shit'd be on no sites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got some long cash.
Well, I always wondered
He
this.
could buy World Star.
Was Rosemoe the type of guy that would exaggerate and lie an entire story like that?
Nah, Rosemoe a fighter. He's a squabber. That's one of they pit bulls over there. That's what he do. Knock niggas out. So I can believe it,
And the way he was telling the story was just so sincere. It was like it wasn't extras. It just came out so smooth and so realistic. You're sitting back saying this must be true.
Yeah.
Shit, anybody could get knocked out.
I mean, anybody, I can be knocked out. I ain't never been knocked out, but I can be though. I mean, so it's not hard to believe,
But nah, Game's 6'5". He's 6'5" something pounds, but they say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. I guess I don't know.
Everybody cheers still
The
soft,
nigga
though.
big, but I don't think Rosemoe a liar, whatever. But shit, I ain't never witnessed the video, so he can't really put no, you know what I mean?
Now, what was it like after Rosemoe got killed? Because it wasn't too long after that video came out that he got killed. And a lot of people say this. They say, oh, he just run his mouth so much. And I really wonder, does running your mouth
Lead to that?
or was it? To me, that looked like personal.
Everybody run their mouth. A lot of people run their mouth.
We out here gang banging, and that type of shit happens. So it just had to be like in that timely fashion where it happened in all the riff-raff. I don't think none of that shit was connected to him running his mouth or beating nobody up or nothing like that. It just happened. Like, that gimmick ass 100 days, 100 nights shit, that's weird.
That shit
Cause it's year round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it ain't no 100 days. Because if I die and my homies only ride for me for 3 months and a week, 100 days, I'm upset.
Bullshit.
That's weird. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's year round though, and if he passed around the time all the riff-raff was going on, that's just when it happened. It ain't got nothing to do with him running his mouth or knocking nobody out or nothing like that though.
All right.
It's on Red Bull.
Nah. All right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because they don't treat us like the kings we are, right? And every I can't do it. Go ahead. It started off with it.
I just
Nah,
I
I really want. I don't know how to interpret it.
out.
Yeah, I don't know how to interpret it, but
I mean, this whole Black Lives Movement is really inspired by a lot of blacks, unarmed blacks,
Right.
being either shot or choked out to death.
how about the?
Yeah. The thing about that though, people get it misconstrued. I hear a lot of them say, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? How we killing each other, but we not getting away with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The police gunning us down, and they going to court, and they getting
bonuses.
away with it.
They get
You know what I
bonuses
mean?
for this shit.
The Mike Browns and all that shit. So, you know what I mean? They wanted to touch up on that shit. And just recently on the other side, well, we don't really fuck with over there on the 107th and Western, but we heard somebody got popped down by the police over there.
Yeah, minor too. What was it, like 17, 16, something like that?
I don't know how old he was, but you know, we all got brothers and uncles and shit, you know what I mean? And they got a wallet or cell phone in his hand. We playing victim, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even got shit. Especially in Inglewood. Inglewood known for killing shit.
Can we
Inglewood
talk about the
police.
Inglewood PD for a little bit?
Oh,
corrupt.
yeah.
They done broke my wrist. I was 14 years old for no reason.
IPD get it in as far as
They
killing.
wicked.
They killed my boy Ruben Ortega. A couple miles, like in the Avenue Parros, not too long, what? It was some years back. The Tony Taco from NHP,
Yeah.
E-Rock from Crenshaw Mafia. You know what I mean? The police, Inglewood be chipping shit, man.
There's another one. They shot and killed the post office worker.
Oh yeah, I remember
Kevin
that.
Wicks.
Back in, like,
They knocked on the
2011,
wrong
2012,
door,
something
right?
like that.
They
Yeah.
knocked on the wrong door, and he opened the door with his pistol that he got paperwork to, and they killed him. You know what I mean? Even the little dudes on Crenshaw Message that was in the car, and they chopped the car up, found no guns. You know what I mean? So they
Or the
playing.
lady that was found sleeping in the Queen streets.
Oh yeah. I heard the dude. Yeah, they was sleep
Oh,
at the
yeah,
light,
yeah,
I believe, and
Earlier this
they
year.
killed her. Wasn't nothing in the car. You know what I mean?
Early this year.
Maybe that was on some Xans or something. You know, that's the drugs these days or something. But they killed them and they was asleep though. So, you know, we playing victim out here to the police. You know what I mean?
This shit survival of the fittest.
Okay, now whoever I was communicating with sent me the link of that video you was in. So I checked it out and I was like, oh, Munchie got some bars. Munchie got some flow. Talk
Yeah,
about
so-
you know, how you got to the point where you was in that video and where you started rapping.
Oh yeah. First I wasn't taking it serious. I was just making songs for the homies though. You know what I mean? If it's a hood day or a function, play the music though, giving it up. You know, but people telling me like, yeah, you good though. You know what I mean? You can rap about other stuff too though. So I start rapping about serious shit.
Nigga be
Nah.
in juvenile hall in themselves. Nigga
Yeah.
making music and shit.
Juvenile
bored
hall
them
or the county
motherfuckers.
jail beating on the bunks, you know what I mean? Writing music and shit, so I still do it to this day. You know what I mean? I be on SoundCloud, YouTube, I got some cool shit.
Now, who have you worked with over the last couple years?
Oh man, just some local names though. My boy Charlie Hood, he part of
out to the
400 Records
APG.
with YG, and then you know my boy King Ruby, Half Ounce. You know what I mean? We
Shout out
all
to
be
the homies.
we doing our thing, and you know my boy Skane, we in the works of some shit
Super.
right now. He from the area.
Yeah,
You know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to the boss game.
Yeah, Inglewood and all that. So, you know what I mean? That's where we at with it.
Now, I want to go back to another question. All of y'all been to the pen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
All because all of y'all are so young right now.
Multiple times.
18.
All right, so I want to know, you know, what has penitentiary life
First-
been like
look,
for you guys?
First off, I'm gonna say we do not glorify that shit. That shit is treacherous, man. That shit had you sick. I mean, but it's all about your program when you in there. Like me, for me, I like working out. That's what I do to bypass my time. Work out and eat big. You feel me? And it kind of benefit once we get out a little bit. But as far as the penitentiary itself, man, it's horrible in there. It get worse and worse every year.
They
you
call
feel
it a
me?
rehab facility. That's
But
one
it's
thing.
no
it ain't.
it's no rehabilitation
If you
involved.
can't
in it.
rehabilitate yourself, it's over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so much like it's fucked up in there, man. As far as like how you treated by the police, that's supposed to have, that's supposed to go by a script.
They getting all these taxpayer dollars.
Exactly.
They still feeding this bullshit. They putting it in their pocket.
I'm gonna say this though. You know what I mean? But behind the walls, you'll learn a lot of structure though. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You might have somebody out here that bump into you and not say excuse me, but you can't do that in the pen though. Gotta start a riot. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Or the Mexicans, they got their side and we got our side. You gotta respect everybody's property. And you know, and out here you might pick up some shit and steal, but in there that's a crime. That's jailhouse robbery.
Ooh.
You still in jail, you get fucked
Niggas
up.
get
You can't-
fucked off for
You know what I'm
that.
saying? You could take something before somebody's eyes, but you can't sneak and steal nobody's shit in jail though. So you learn some structure from there, but on the flip side, you're away from your family, and that's time you can't get back. You know what I mean? But shit, the same niggas out here is the ones in there. So for real, when you ain't scared, you know what I'm saying? These the niggas that's in there. These my everyday dudes. You know what I mean? And on the flip side too, the niggas across Slauson and all that extra shit, they in there, but you know what I mean? But you know, it's black against brown in the pen.
Now, when you guys were in the pen, were you on a certain level yard where you was with your enemies, but everything got to be cool?
I mean, for the most part, like
it's a pecking order. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it's an issue with a crip or whatever, you just can't go out there and take off on them in the penitentiary. That'll start a riot. You know what I mean?
That's to my like immediate enemies, like the neighbors. They stay in their own lane, I stay in mine. Exactly. I don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with me. So we ain't gotta be buddy and all that. But, you know,
but we all in there together at the same time.
At the end of the day.
So it's like we all pretty much living with each other, amongst each other. And however long you're doing, as the years and months go by, some motherfuckers you may learn to be cool with and deal with on a certain level, you feel me? But at all times, it's at a respectful level.
Certain shit you need that though. If you come, you got Inglewood family crossed out on your body, most definitely we need that. We'll go, it's gonna be a pecking order. You go holler at my older homie, he go holler at the older keyway or crip. Like, set that up, man. My little homie want to get down, you know what I'm saying? He get disrespectful with the test, and they get handled that way. Or, you know, sometimes it got to go down because he might be there for chipping one of your homies, and they'll orchestrate it to where it could be cool. It could go back to normal program.
Now, you guys have all probably done shorter bids. What do you guys think of all the other homies that got washed up? Were you probably in there with dudes doing 30, right?
Look, man, when I was in there, I was in reception, man. I was in there for 9 months, and I was in there with a lot of dudes who had life, like way younger than me, because I'm 26, but I was in there with dudes that was fresh 19s, already got life, 50 years with an L, you feel me? So I went through being around a lot of mixed emotions and different personalities just due to everybody in a different situation, you feel me? My situation, I was more fortunate because I was in jail for a pistol, and I ended up getting 32 months with 80%, so I only did like 21 months off of it, but it was still people around me doing a whole bunch of time, you feel me? And it let me see how fortunate I was because I did a lot of bullshit, you know? So it's just a blessing to be able to come back and stomp on these streets again, you feel me?
Now, just possessing a weapon got you almost 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, that's due to my prior offense. I got a strike. You know, when you go to jail, you already got a strike, they double your time up. So, unfortunately,
you just had got out the pen though, you know what I'm saying?
I had just got out. I was out for 4.5 months, and I went right back, you know, due to the pistol. But at the same time, if I wouldn't have had a strike, I probably only did like 16 with half county time.
So now every time, were those cases Inglewood cases?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna say, Inglewood PD probably want to tear your car up every time they pull you over, right?
They gonna do that
regardless. The first thing they ask you, they don't ask your name. They ask, are you on parole or probation?
They don't give a fuck about that though. If you ain't on parole probation,
they gonna really
step out that car.
regardless.
You gonna get out that car.
They got us on gang injunctions and shit. You know what I mean? And that's bullshit because everybody in this community is our uncles, aunties, and shit. You know, that bring the property value down. So I know they ain't the neighbors not calling the police on us. We good with our neighbors. We help them with groceries and all that. This our community. So, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I've always been told that the Inglewood families, they're more of like a regimented neighborhood. It's like more like protocols, there's regulations.
It is.
It's like a little mini military, you know?
Right.
Can you talk about that? Because people actually recognize IF for being structured that way.
Yeah, I mean, throughout these past years, it's been a lot of bullshit going on within our inner circle, within the set, but at the same time, we make sure we bounce back, we keep that shit together as best as we can, you feel me?
We a family, first and foremost, so.
And we weed out all the busters and the yees and all the weirdos.
That's one thing.
Predominantly the snitches.
You treat the hood like a business or you know what I'm saying, like a McDonald's. Everybody got they duties and what they supposed to do, you know what I mean? You know, so keep it organized, keep it tight. That's how we do it.
All right. I think there's something else you wanted to talk about. I had wrote it down on the paper, but I didn't bring it.
I can't recall. Let me see.
You didn't want to address none of that other stuff.
Nah, hell no.
You don't even want to.
Nah, hell no. Was that on your site?
I looked it up. I tried to look it up. I didn't have many minutes, but I found something on.
I know we got some.
I found a bunch of stuff with your name on it on the hood up. The hood up. That ain't my site.
Yeah.
So
They told me when I got shot and declared this.
One of the questions said, "Who is Munchie B?"
Yeah.
That was on the hood up.
Yeah, the one with the glasses and the heart and the paint and all that. Yeah, I breezed through all that shit too.
So, who you listening to musically? Like, You listen to LA dudes, the
I mean,
South,
let me go first
the
with
Bay
this,
Area.
bro.
Everybody got their taste, right?
Hey, my preference is West Coast music, but I fuck with all music though. Midwest, East Coast, South, the West. But me nowadays, I'm bumping all the homies. Joe Moses, Game, Scheme, YG. Shout out to all them niggas too, them the homies. But yeah, that's what I pretty much off of, and some of that trap shit down south too.
So you got no problem listening to Nipsey and letting it be
Nah,
known?
I listen to Nip. It's just that when he get on the technical level on the game, super game bang, I don't listen to that. But me personally, I respect the man hustle. When I listen to some of his music, you feel me?
I don't support him. I don't, if somebody playing it, it's cool. I hear it. Then he not weak though.
He don't listen to him.
He not weak. He got bars, and you know what I'm saying. He talk that talk that we are going through. I wouldn't buy that nigga shit though.
Me personally, with me, it's more like I listen to music I can relate to, and I can relate to a lot of the nigga Nipsey music. You feel me?
What about Joe Moses? Let's talk about him.
That's the homie.
I was raised with Joey. That's my nigga.
Yeah, shout out to
fuck
the
with
homie
Joe
JM,
Moses. I
man.
support him to the fullest.
Shout out to the whole NWB
all
too.
them niggas, yeah.
RJ, all them niggas.
Support that AOB movement all the way.
Yeah, most definitely.
RJ from Athens.
Yeah, RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the homie too. RJ straight. We
He
fuck
doing
with
really
RJ.
good. Like he
is.
kind of made it to a certain level, right?
He trying to get there. Them niggas on tour right now though. He getting his little buzz up, man. He popping out there.
Scheme hot, Scheme
Oh yeah,
from our
the
neck of the
Scheme.
woods.
Yeah, Scheme just flew back to the ATL right now. Just got signed. That's the homie though. That's one of our day ones. So that's the homie.
So tell us about Scheme. Where's he from and what's he doing?
Scheme working right now. He working
Yeah,
actually.
Scheme, he back and forth to the A, recording this shit with the boy DJ Drama and shit. He from this area right here.
He ain't been able to hang out too much with us because he been busy. You know, he got to clock at those dollars, man.
Oh, okay. And who else? Who else is like any names that we might not have heard of that you think?
The homie Charlie Hood. He mentioned him earlier. That's the homie from Avenue Pie Road. That's my brother right there, man.
All these LA-based rappers, we pretty much all partied together before they blew up, though. The boy Ty, Mustard, YG, J305.
Yo, J305's the homie. So
I mean, Casey Veggie Saved from Inglewood. I don't know that nigga, though.
I do not know the that is.
I
Never
know
seen him, never
But he
met
better
him.
start shouting the city out on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a nigga Mac 10 in the flesh, but, you know, older homies didn't f with him. But,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, Mac 10 is really the one that put Inglewood on the map, right?
Yeah, technically,
Yeah,
he did that. He put the stamp on it.
He put the city on the map, but he need to come back and f with the city, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
music-wise,
saying?
though.
It's talent over here.
Yeah, for real. We got some
everything.
sign hype over here, man.
You go to Watson, go sign the boy
Who,
G
G
Malone. G
Malone?
Malone, dope though, but you all in Watson, you got shit in your backyard. You know what I mean?
I think that maybe you guys got to put yourself out there more. Produce some more videos. Get your YouTubes going. Because a lot of times people want to see, well, how is his online grind?
Exactly.
How is his social media grind? You
How's
know?
your hustle in general? Period.
Yeah, and they look at that and see, okay, I think I can mess with this dude maybe.
I think it's that, but I also think that a lot of dudes, I'm not gonna say not scared, but I think a lot of them don't want to fuck with the ones who really involved. you feel
Yeah,
me?
especially the hood right now. We blackball like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who don't like us right now. man.
Now, let's talk about that. Why do you think Inglewood family's blackballed?
Our name, our gang coming up in a gang of shit right now.
Yeah, pretty
Everybody,
much.
they prefer to stay
Anything
away.
that happens, our name gets thrown involved. You feel me?
They
Whether
talking
it's
about
true or
double
not.
scheme, too.
Now, I got a
They
theory to
fucking
this,
scheme on certain shit.
and you may or may not want to address it, but I know a lot of folks. A lot of this stuff that's going on with Inglewood family and a couple other blood neighborhoods, it's coming from prison, and it's coming from the prison gangs.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are kind of scared to even, IF is, they mess with these people over here. You know, maybe Munchie B ain't the dude that we want to sign or something.
I mean, it's a lot of politics.
I don't deal with prison.
Yeah, that prison politics.
Yeah, we don't fuck around
deal
with
with
that
prison gangs and shit. I don't knock who do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got family members that's intertwined, but I don't fuck around no. But they ain't got no reason why they don't want to fuck with us. Inglewood families, we might not always start it. When we do, we finish it too, though. You know what I mean?
Pedal to the metal.
You know what I'm saying? So they might look at the Inglewood families as shit starters, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So that might be a reason. But
So you don't think that the prison politics has anything to do with it? Because IF is heavily, it's one of those hoods that's heavily involved in that.
Yeah, most definitely.
my generation though is the ones that's out here, and a lot of my generation ain't a part of no BL or 21, 214 or nothing. So I don't think it's the politics with that. It's just our demeanor though. You know what I mean?
The way we carry ourselves.
these hoods in Inglewood started from us, so we got that type of attitude anyway. We the shit type attitude, and you know what I'm saying? We handle our
When you
business.
think of
though.
Inglewood, who you think about?
I think.
What's the first hood that popped up?
Oh, in terms of hood, IFG. It's the biggest geographically.
Yeah.
Crenshaw Mafias came out of IF, you know,
Yeah.
and it's a huge hood. It goes to the border of LA,
Yeah.
you know, all the way.
All these blood hoods started from
South.
Inglewood family. They somebody in the branched off from Inglewood family and started one of these hoods.
But the first thing I think of when I think of Inglewood is the Lakers and the
Oh, yeah, back in
championships
the
they
day,
won.
Get on the
yeah,
sports.
back in the day,
We got a
informed.
lot.
Them
Now
5
that-
rings was
now
right
we
here.
got- now we got
waiting on
the
the
We got a
Rams.
lot of
Rams,
people
though.
that
Waiting on
came
the
out
Rams
from right
right
here.
now.
Yeah.
We got the
Byron
Inglewood
Scott.
Rams.
Man, the list goes on, man.
Elder Campbell too,
Yeah,
huh?
Elder
Lisa-
Campbell,
Lisa
Leslie went to school here.
Byron Scott.
Paul Pierce.
Paul
Oh,
Pierce.
man, it's so many people.
Oh, boy, that ran track.
Yes.
Yeah, Inglewood has some athletes come out this motherfucker.
Paul Pierce used to throw up the P.
Oh yeah, Paul
He
Pierce.
started to be and get fined.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some hater shit, but you know,
Trevor
Paul
Reza
Pierce out
from
the
right
end.
here.
Oh yeah, Trevor Reason.
Yeah.
So a lot of people's a lot of people talk about all the talent that's come out of Compton, but Inglewood is probably a comparable city in
It-
Compton, right?
it
As
is
far as the
just-
athletes though.
Especially
Athletes,
sports.
musicians.
As far as
There's so many
look, with
people-
the musicians, it's just more the Compton dudes. They get signed. You know, they get signed more than the dudes that's coming out our city. But we got a lot of talent in Inglewood, man.
Man,
We got a
Inglewood
gang
just
of
popped
homies
on
that
the
rap.
football, man. Deshaun Jackson. Man, so many people came out right here.
Deshaun
And it
Jackson,
started right after school. We walk 0.2 miles to the
Sean
park.
Jackson played
Play
right
all
here in
day.
Inglewood, but you know he claimed that
Claim that
40,
other shit,
man.
though.
He
He
claimed
claimed that
the
bullshit.
enemies or whatever, but you know, I think the nigga really from Inglewood though.
We got a
Just
lot.
might be.
We got
I think he is.
we got a lot of talent, man. I'm pretty sure you done heard about all of it. Oh yeah, shout out to the Cali Swag homies too. Don't be
Straight
screwing
up.
me now. We got a lot of rappers in Inglewood, man. We just don't get a lot of the recognition like that. That's
Yeah,
all.
Cali Swag is Inglewood based.
Yeah, them the homies.
They made
man.
it. They were being mentioned by the president.
Yeah, them is the homies.
Big Wide Sugar Boogie.
Yeah, them niggas grew up with us, man. Them really are day one niggas right there.
All right, so now, what do you? We'll be wrapping this up in a minute, but where do you see you guys in the next 5 years? What do you got planned for y'all life? You guys been in the gang. Y'all been to prison.
Yeah.
What's up for you guys now?
I want some property, multiple properties.
Me personally, it's just surviving, man, the best way I could. You know, of course, everybody, the American dream is to get rich, man, but on a more, that's a little far-fetched to me. It's not impossible.
But
It's
right
possible,
now-
but right now, it's a little far-fetched. I just want to survive, man, and stay balanced, you know, and take care of the things that I got, you feel me? Have me a few kids and all that type of shit, you know, regular shit, nothing, not no, I want a jet, a G6 jet and all that, you know, that high far-fetched shit.
Shit, I got a pocket full of felonies and shit, tattoos and nigga face, you know what I mean? So I gotta use this curse as, you know what I'm saying, brand myself, and maybe I could use my curse as a gift and just help the kids or something, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And try to give them my testimony and tell them the right way to go, cause I done been there, you know what I mean? I got the blueprint to not fuck up, cause I fucked up. You know what I mean? I ain't no role model. I could be an example though.
Yeah.
So you know that's where I'm at with it. Maybe some non-corp shit.
Now, how many of y'all have kids?
I got a daughter myself.
I ain't got
I
nothing.
got, I got 2 daughters and a stepson.
And what's it like being in the streets, but also trying to take care of your loved ones?
We gonna take
I'm
care
a
of
different
home
person
first.
at home. I don't bring it home with me. You know what I mean? I gotta show them the right way. I'm out here with the homies. It's something different when I go through the door. You know, it's daddy mode. So you know, I turn that shit off. I go hard on my daughters. You know what I mean? Homework, all that shit.
All right, what else did we hit everything?
I feel like we missing something. I'm trying to
Is
think.
them?
I'm trying to think, baby, before they get up out of here.
Shit, so I could think of. I could send you the link to the SoundCloud so I could throw some music behind this shit or something.
Who produced your music? Are they sample tracks?
I already.
Oh no, it's original beats.
Oh, you got original beats?
It's original.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get sued or nothing.
Because they be trying to take videos down if you're taking people music.
Oh, taking people
no,
beats and
no,
shit.
No. It's original. It's original.
All right, lastly, let me ask about, like, how do you get around? Do you always have your 2 homies here? I'm sure they got busy lives sometimes. You know, what's it like trying to maneuver in this city?
I'm always with somebody. So I always got a homie or a homegirl or, you know what I'm saying, my chick or something like that, you know what I mean? I'm always with somebody.
And
I ain't never used a stick before. I got shot with like 5 years ago. I don't know. I don't know.
And what am I gonna ask? Oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Tell the enemy stop snitching.
Hey, yeah, me
Shit,
me personally, man, I just want to give a shout out to some of the homies that's locked up, man. It's a few of the homies that just went down. Some are day ones that we grew up, man. Just shout out to some of the homies that's in there, man. Y'all keep y'all head up.
Free the
Maybe
real,
7
man.
Flame. Shit, who else up in there, man? They got damn near half the hood up in that motherfucker.
And make sure when you go visit the other side, man, tell them stop snitching. They snitching on the
part.
gang
Hey,
homies
man,
right now,
everybody stop snitching, man. You go to jail,
Everybody.
exercise that right. You got the
for
right
real.
to remain silent and use that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
For real, that's one of the laws.
If you out here gang banging, then you signed up for it. Nigga, ain't no telling. The civilians, they go by something different.
Exactly.
You claim you a crook or a criminal or a crip or a blood, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Keep talking to the law,
You know
man.
what I'm
That
saying?
shit
'Cause
not straight.
niggas got homies in jail behind his old chatty patty ass shit.
Exactly. Real ones, though.
It seems like the number one way that law enforcement solves their crimes is by getting another gang member to inform
tell,
on another.
yeah.
They wouldn't be able to sign it. They wouldn't be able to
They wouldn't be able to solve
solve
shit
a
if it
crime
wasn't
without a
for
witness.
snitches. Exactly.
When you go to court, if the witness don't show up, you out the door. So without a witness, you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean?
Then if the witness don't come, they gonna threaten him with jail and all type of shit.
Yeah,
Make
do
him
that
tell.
little week or two.
Let me ask you
man.
this.
Good questions.
That's to them gang
What if you get a dude that's pressured to make a statement, right? And then when court comes, the dude's like, you know what? I don't want no part of this anymore. But he
what
still
you
made
mean?
that statement.
He makes a statement.
He makes a statement.
But once you told, ain't no taking it back. Good
Yeah,
looking
it's
for
like-
not coming to court though.
Yeah, good
Because
looking,
once you make that statement, you gotta come to court and stand up on it though, right?
Exactly.
But you already told though, so if you
And a lot of times,
snitch.
look, a lot of times from what personal experience that I've seen when I was in jail, a lot of dudes get convicted off a statement. Sometimes they don't need you to come to court. If the statement is strong enough, they'll convict you with just that.
Or they'll use that to negotiate a plea deal to make you
Right.
already say guilty before trial.
Exactly. That
I don't
too.
think they could convict you off no statement though. But yeah, before trial, they get you.
They can scare you and say, you're looking at 100 years,
Right.
Exactly.
we're
Get
giving you
it gets
15.
cop out.
Right.
What are you going to do?
It gets you to cop out. Me, I'm taking it to the box. I'm taking it to the box. I'm keeping it real.
What if you're looking at 100, but they say 15? Because a lot of these dudes are getting 80, 85, 90 years.
All the time.
But the deals are like
What
15,
you mean?
20.
What if what?
It
Though?
He
depends.
said he said that he's gonna take it to the box every time.
It depends on my involvement in the situation, and because at the end of the day, you know what you did. You feel you know what you did. You know what you was involved in. But if I know I'm totally innocent, man, I don't see myself taking some shit like that unless I just really feel in my heart that that's my best feeling. You know.
However it go, it ain't no telling. If you gonna do life, you might as well do life on the good yard and not PC. You ain't gonna never see your friends again.
Exactly.
At least if I'm doing life,
Shit,
I want my
nowadays-
homies to come through, and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I can see my boys from the streets. Cause
Hey, look.
if I'm over there, I ain't seeing them.
You
I'm,
seeing
I'm
child
over there with child
rapists, all
molesters,
type of weird shit.
gangbang dropouts, snitches, and all that shit. Nah, hell
Nowadays,
nah.
you might see a few of your friends in that motherfucker.
Now
He
every
ain't my friend
prison,
if he over there.
every
True.
prison has one of those SNY yards.
Yeah,
When
every
you're in
one.
prison, can you see the other yards from
Yeah.
the yards
They
you
make you
on?
turn around, though.
If you
They
do it,
walking
it'll be like
past?
2 seconds. It's not long. at
No,
all.
if they walking past, they're like turn around.
Yeah.
So the snitches gotta walk past. You turn around.
But-
Then we turn back
But
around.
there's fences between the yards,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Oh, yeah,
fencing.
yeah,
It's. I mean, they're not. You can hop that motherfucker if you wanted to. If you
Hell
might get
nah,
shot.
nah,
but-
you
depends.
don't get
I've been level 3 prison. I can't hop none of them.
Nah,
But-
only Delano where you can like in the middle, like where a reception at and all that shit. They
I
can,
never been to no
might-
facility where I could hop the fence.
But can you? Do they let the SNY people come out on the yard at the same time? General population come
Hell
out on a
nah.
different yard?
Nah.
Even though there's fences between them.
Well, nah. When I was in the pen, man, it's all separate shit, man. We can't be next to them dudes because it's a security risk. You know,
you
they're-
can't get to them. For the most part, you won't be able to get to them.
they sensitive needs, so they have to be treated with sensitive.
So they give you your yard time at a different time than their
yeah,
yard
we get
time.
different time yards.
Well,
We get
give me an
different time
example of what yard time would be for you. You know,
yards. Like
Yard
they
be-
might get day yard, we might get night yard. Then the next day we might get day yard, they might get night yard, and then you got afternoon yard sometimes too. Depending on every prison is different though. Every prison got its own rules.
Shit, I don't know what time they go to yard though, 'cause I ain't never been over there. You know what I mean?
I mean-
I know, but I know on our yard, you know, they might let the top tier out one day, and every building, then the next day the bottom tier come out. You know what I mean? Like in the morning or afternoon and switch off like that, or if you got a job, you could go to yard more often because you know what I'm saying, or you got shit like that. But
Damn
I
near-
can't
hey,
really
look.
call how it go on a PC yard. I was never able to see a PC yard, but I know if I was in reception, and they walking past, you know what I mean, they make us turn around so we don't look at them and they walk past with their red ass, you know what I mean?
But I think every prison got a PC yard now.
They do.
And I think
everyone-
Chowchilla,
yeah.
no, that's a girl. There's one prison where all 4 yards.
Chuckawalla?
It's a Chuckawalla.
They just
The whole
touch
prison is an SNY prison.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm gonna keep it Chuckawalla whole thing. But look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now they trying to like the population. They kind of like overriding the
It's
general
more
population.
PCs than general
More
populations
PCs.
now. Yeah.
And in
that's
a
a
few
fact.
more years, they gonna have it to where everybody PC. That's my belief. You feel me?
Nah, they need to just blend it in anyway and stop protecting them niggas, you feel me?
So nigga, max
Let them go for what they know.
But here's the crazy thing, like at Chuckawalla and some of these other SNY yards, them dudes is creating new gangs,
Yeah, they got
and they're over there
got
banging
PC
and
gangs
doing
and
all
shit.
kind of
Yeah,
crazy
they
stuff
got-
on those
they got-
yards.
25, half a cop.
They got the gay boy gangsters too.
5
I found that out this
25
time.
or some gay shit.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just last thoughts about being from IF and growing up in Inglewood.
I mean, shit.
Y'all gonna kick it off?
Go ahead, fool.
Well, shit, man. I mean, to me, it's smooth. You know what I mean? My homegirls like my sisters, my aunties, and my homies like my brothers and uncles. You know what I mean? I'm stressed out at home. I come with the homies and shit. So it ain't all negative to me. You know what I'm saying? It been some negative outcome, though. You know what I'm saying? As far as fucking up my background and getting shot and shit like that. But it ain't all negative. You know what I'm saying? These my bros. These who I fuck with every day. They got personal problems. They can call and holler at me about anything. You know what I'm saying? So it should be straight. I mean, to me it is, but it ain't all peachy too. As far as enemies, it ain't gonna run the risk. But you know, that's what niggas signed up for.
We one of the most hated because we handle our business. But as far as gangs, this is all I know. I was born and raised right here. 90th Crenshaw. That's where it all started.
That part. Indeed, though. Oh, the set.
Yeah.
Them badass kids go there with
And the last question is, you guys watch Street Gangs, and what do y'all think
I
about
watch
the
all
channel?
that shit. I watch
And
all-
what are
I-
some interviews
I
that
watch,
you remember?
Hey, I remember the nigga from 18th Street. Fuck Fake Tino, right? But that
Yeah,
nigga was
fuck them
funny.
niggas.
The little drunk nigga downtown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The one that does he samples beat, he does music.
That nigga do alcohol. That's what he do.
Oh, that was no, that wasn't my channel. I know which one you're talking about.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
that shit
I
was funny.
watched LA Street Gangs, Gangland. I mean, we was on Gangland once upon a time, like a few years. What was that? 05, 04, 06? It was about 06.
Oh, wait.
But 08, something like that. But I watch all that shit, man. Especially when you in jail, we got all them local channels. You feel me? Them probably like some of the only channels we got that type of shit.
Street Gangs cool though. I seen it. I seen a few of them on YouTube, and that was like good episodes.
Anybody that you knew?
Yeah, I seen a few niggas I knew on there.
I know all the brands you throw up.
Yeah.
Any blood you throw up, nigga go no though.
or
It's
no
a million
of,
blood.
or no
It's
of
a
them,
million
at least.
blood hoods. It's a small community. In reality though, we all know each other.
Yeah.
I know the niggas. I know all the stretches and shit.
Oh, did you see that Big Stretch interview where we were talking about cuts, no cuts?
Was
Yeah.
it Big Stretch or Little Stretch?
That was Big
Lil
Stretch.
Baby,
No,
right?
yeah, they went back and forth. Somebody from Harvard and somebody from Fruitown about they thoughts on the cuts and no cut thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, one thing to clear up though, we not so moving and grooving.
Straight
we
up.
not. We cool with the 8 trades, you know what I'm saying? They straight.
We got niggas from over there, man.
We not clicked up with 8 trade. We good though, you know what I'm saying?
the Hoovers too, they straight.
Hoovers is straight, but we not so moving, grooving. You know what I'm saying? We bloods. We ain't clicked up with no Crips or no Hoovers that's out.
Where did that come from? Where did that start?
That's
jail,
a
Some hater
label.
shit, yeah.
That's
Hey,
a
you
label.
know, it started in jail.
If Bloods, Hoovers, and some gangsters in the same place, it's a label. Oh, they still moving and grooving.
Because we all beef. We all got the same.
And you know, at
And
one
we
point,
still outnumbered for the most part.
At one point, you know, the neighborhoods had the 2000 flow, and they was deep, and they was doing their thing. You know what I mean? And if it's some H-Trade, a family, and a Hoover together, of course we gonna squabble and hold each other down. You know what I'm saying? They deep, and we got the same enemies, but we not clicked up though.
Yeah,
we
we
ain't
got
clicked
love
up.
for a lot of niggas over there. Me personally, I got
Yeah,
love
me
for a
too.
lot
I
of
got
niggas
a
in the
lot-
A-Trades
lot
and
of
the
love for the
Hoovers.
Hoovers.
I
That's
got
a
little
trip
brothers over
because
there.
because probably before your time, IF and ETG was like
Yeah, we used to be back in the day.
incredibly high enemies.
Yeah.
You know, especially the A-Trades that were I guess the
North side,
Far
for
West?
sure.
no the far west would be the
Far
ones in the 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the back west.
The back
Back
west.
That's
Yeah,
the back
the
west.
back west.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, the only thing separated us is Van Ness. That's the only street that separated. So we always been like a street away. You feel
But
me?
I think it's good to see these traditional enemies kind of already say, all right, you know,
Yeah.
we can be somewhat cool,
Yeah,
I guess,
somewhat
right?
cool. Everything
Somewhat
neutral,
cool.
Man, everything neutral.
But how come we can't see that with the neighborhoods, with the 6-0s, with the 9-0s? Why can't we?
Those is arch enemies. 60 and Inglewood family will never get along.
Look, if we stop that shit, we might as well don't game ban no more. We ain't gonna have no more enemies. But at the same time, I get what you're saying though, but it'll never end, man. There's too much fresh blood on that shit.
But I envision one day that gangs will become mini corporations, where gangs become businesses, legitimate businesses.
I would love that.
Where the only thing that you have to eliminate is what? The killing.
Violence.
Yeah, the killing. I mean, violence is always a part of life.
Yeah, violence.
But you can't take killing to the levels that sometimes happens.
Yeah.
You know?
I can take a loss, but I can't take getting knocked out. So I don't know if that'll ever be.
Hey, look.
What's wrong with taking a physical loss?
No, I can take
a one-on-one loss, like
as far
a
as
fighting.
Like, when you
I got
fighting,
too much pride in
yeah, I didn't took
that.
losses. I didn't took losses. But I ain't never been knocked out, and getting knocked out and losing the fight is two different
But I'm gonna
things.
say there's nothing wrong with getting knocked out because you can get right back up.
If you get knocked out, you sleep.
You losing
You
your
sleep. Somebody gonna wake you up.
You gonna forget where you at and all that shit. I'm cool.
Hey,
Somebody gotta go.
Hey, no, for real though, man. Knocked out ain't cool.
how do you think professional fighters deal with it? Because everybody been
They
knocked
get
out.
paid though. I get in that ring, get paid.
But if we turn Inglewood family into a legitimate
I get what you're
enterprise,
saying. I get
everyone's
where you're
getting
going with
paid.
this. Exactly,
Everyone's
exactly.
making money.
But you know, niggas that mess with enemies on a money tip. No,
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? The
Not
almighty
as a
dollar.
whole, though.
Hey, look, man, don't let nobody like everybody got.
Yeah, I
everybody
got a
got
couple
partners
enemy
from over
partners,
there. I
yeah.
got some enemy partners from.
But
6
not as a
all
whole,
that
not as
shit.
a whole.
KP from Rolling Hundreds that got killed. That was my childhood friend. So we got enemies from the other side. We got friends that's enemies though. That's
Yeah.
from the enemy set though.
Most of us knew each other before this game banging shit.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that's probably why we're gonna be cool. Or you just had a good rapport with them. I've been jealous.
Yeah,
of shit like
I
that.
from like sprinkle every enemy set. I got people I'm cool with except for probably 9-0. I ain't good with none of them.
Yeah. My cousin, she from
But I got a few 40s, 60s. I'm cool with. Then my people, he got killed in the KP I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
a lot of them used to play at the park.
Yeah, a lot of them started off at Darby Park playing for the football teams and shit.
All right, last thing is do a quick little intro saying whatever you want to say, but say something about you watching StreetGangs.com or you checking out StreetGangs.com. Just a little intro that I could drop in there in the video.
Soul business, West Side Inglewood. Y'all watching Street Gangs, Family Gang. Whoa.
Shout out to Street Gang.
Yeah, shout out to LA Street Gangs, man.
All right, let's do one more of those,
Right.
Munchie. So I might do 2 videos.
Okay.
All right. Shout out Street Gangs, y'all in Inglewood. Inglewood Family Gangs is most hated.
Right here on the Red End, Garb Nation.
Red
all
End
that
block,
shit. Shout out to the
92nd
homies.
Oh, wait. My camera just,
Oh,
it went in sleep mode. All right, one more, sorry.
all right.
Shout out Street Gangs, y'all in Inglewood families. Soul business.
Yep, y'all right here on the Red End. Shout out to all the homies locked up too, man.
All
On the
blocks.
wrestling.
Rest
All
in
blocks.
peace.
Big 4 to 9 4.
Alrighty. I think that's it. Last thing to do is I want to take one still picture with all you guys.